Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Jets going up against the Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. First and 10, Kaiser steps away to his left. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
To throw, Kaiser. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it. And the Jets lead 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Second down, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little... late getting there, and it's third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Third and long for Prescott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Play clock winding down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Kaiser. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll run with Davis. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
Kaiser now on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Kaiser on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Off the play fake, Prescott going for it all. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's caught, Shepard. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
2nd down following the run. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. Prescott to throw it. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll begin the drive with a Ajayi. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Ajayi. And some room to maneuver. Ajayi escapes him. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins. Prescott off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Prescott now on second down. And he's going to go down again. C.O. Moore in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Let's go!
First down, Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Second down throw now for Kaiser. Complete to Stewart, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go!
Kaiser yet again. And he's got a noon one. A good pickup there, a 22.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Second down, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Got an open man, it's Enunwa. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Kaiser now. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
throw for Prescott. Drops it off to Ajayi. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Ajayi. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Prescott on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. On second down, Prescott again. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Thomas barreling ahead. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Prescott yet again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw again. Prescott looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Kaiser. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Come on, let's go.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Let's go. Ohio.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go. 1, 9.
To the air again, Kaiser. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Again, it's Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll throw here. Kaiser toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 38. Ohio.
They'll throw again. Kaiser. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. You're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And he'll bang that one through. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today. So we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Predictions were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it then. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about team scripting.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Prescott now on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The play clock's running down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here we go.
Kaiser now on second down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jets on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play there for the Jets on third. 44 yards on the ground. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jordan Leggett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This is Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Second down, Kaiser. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There were be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff. It's Christine Michael. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Here's Kaiser. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
First down, Kaiser. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go! 1-9!
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punt. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Point after now from Catanzaro. And the lead is now 24. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Prescott. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after.
A giant hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 40, 20, 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Play clock winding down. They'll toss it to Ajayi. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Desperation time. Prescott on third. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. C.O. Moore in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio!
A first carry for Elijah McGuire. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here we go! Ohio!
They go again with McGuire, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Jets on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! White, 9, black round! Black round! 49, check 49, check 49.
Now Davis. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now here come the Dolphins. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Time running out here on the play clock. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. They run with Ajayi. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's Davis now, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock with the 2-minute warning. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Come on, let's go. 38.
On third down, it's McGuire down to the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Prescott now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time